Hey guys, I haven't done a cartoon review in a while, but I've checked out a new series on, I guess it's on Cartoon Network, but caught it on HBO Max like the next day or whatever, because it does that. And like the day after they put that episode on HBO Max, well, just Max now, but anyway. Tiny Toons Looniversity. Now, I grew up with the original Tiny Toons back in the 90s. And I'm a very big fan. Absolutely love the original Tiny Toons. I'm happy to say the shorthand verdict for this new series is I like this one a lot too. In some ways it's worse than the originals. In several ways it is better than the original. It kind of depends on preference and stuff like that. But so what I think, it's like, yeah, there was a controversial thing like early on before when like press releases and stuff, where they decided to change from the original. They changed Babs and Buster Bunny from not related, because they specifically would constantly say not related, and potential love interests, to, in this version, they are related. They are twin siblings. And not romantically, thank goodness, not romantically entwined at all. Which, yeah, great. And once I got over that, I got over that change and started to actually enjoy the series. It reminded me what good cartoons could be like. It has been so long since a modern cartoon hit as hard, did as well as something like Tiny Toons Adventures. Now, Tiny Toons Looniversity, they've aged up everybody a little bit because now they are basically attending a college, an actual university, rather than what seemed to be like an elementary or middle school in the original. And one thing I really liked, change that they did in this series, is the faculty, which are the old original Looney Tunes. They have given them proper airtime. They've given them the airtime you'd expect from the school faculty of any of these school-style sitcoms. That gives them enough attention to be loony and ultimately funny on their own, but they are support characters to the Tiny Toons. I think that's the best way to do it. If you were going to make a Tiny Toons series, have the original Looney Tunes be support characters, not taking up too much spotlight, but not being so ignored as to not even be around. That was one little problem with the original Tiny Toons, is they didn't have enough of the originals. I think. Anyway, they have made a major change. Like the original Tiny Toons was more like a variety show, almost. You had a bunch of little cartoons, typically hosted by Babs and Buster, as to set the theme of what the rest of the show was going to be like. In this, it is more like a sitcom. It is one solid episode all the way through. No introductory. It's just stuff happens, and the characters have to deal with it. They made a few other changes I actually kind of like. For example, Hampton J. Pig is now Hampton J. Swinefeld. I actually enjoy that. as it adds an additional joke. They added Hampton's mother as a character, who is a pushy, overly proud, trying to get Hampton to do things in a certain... Comedy runs in the Swinefeld family, you see. And although Hampton wants to be a doctor, he's going to the Looniversity to be a comedian like the family. It just adds a little bit more of that relatable kind of stuff. I enjoy it greatly. My favorite joke so far in the 10 episodes that have constitute this first season here. My favorite joke, and it's dumb, I know, but we got to take a look at Taz's political cartoon. And it was the political cartoon. We saw a political cartoon, and it had one tornado marked Democrats, one tornado marked GOP, Republican. They're clashing against each other, and over in the corner, there's a small tornado labeled me. I don't know why I find that so funny, but it was really, really funny. And there was an episode where they revived the school paper. No one was reading it until scandals started showing up to be reported on. And one of the big jokes there was Fifi LaFume, the Pepe Le Pew Tiny Toon. Fifi LaFume, the scandal behind her was she's not French, she's French Canadian. And no one seemed to care, honestly, but Fifi tried to defend herself anyway. It was like, but Montreal is the Paris of North America. It was stupid, funny stuff. Legitimate comedy from actual lovable characters. I have missed this sort of thing. I highly do recommend that you check out Tiny Toons Looniversity. If not on Cartoon Network, if you can't catch it there, you can. It is available on Max if you pay for Max. And yeah, I had a good time. I'm pretty sure you'd have a good time if you were interested in Tiny Toons to begin with. If that seems to be your kind of thing, then you will probably like this too. And that's all I got, so I'll catch you around later. Till then, stay tuned.